So we will discuss hope have you practiced that user management, role management, and authentication mechanisms, Hemant? That is admin level concept. So not
Uh,
everyone we need not to know, but good to have.
no, no, Abdul, I didn't got time. Weekend only I will be having time. So,
Okay. Discuss on macros and later. Uh, so is recording right. I will try to share a couple of queries, but to practice this. So yesterday we discussed, right? Let me share my screen. Hey, hi, Jansi. We just started. We didn't discuss much.
Hey Abdul, good morning. Hey
Good
Hemant.
morning.
hi, chance.
So, Jansi, did you get a chance to practice that authentication, authorization, user creation, role creation? I think yesterday you created, but okay. Today we will discuss more on the macros. So in this way, right? I think roles, users, tokens, password, authentication methods. So we have completed and a couple of them, right? These all indirectly we have discussed, and a couple of them are very high level. So that admin we won't get, but good to have is the one. So yesterday we gone through this macros, right? Macros, search macros, and like we can create a macro. So I will give in real time example. So not only with the Splunk, why this macro is important, so that you can understand some concept. So macro, right? Why macro is important? How it will helpful in IT industry, not only IT industry, right? Any technical. In even Excel also we will use macro, and Splunk we will use macros, and like most of the places we create a macros and we will use, right? Like what it will do, like if you know the complexity, and if we build that queries, right? So each time we don't want to like as a admin, right? As a admin, what I will do, right? I will create a complex queries and I will add it over to developers. So you no need to write each and every time. You can just use this macro whenever you want. So then without writing, like I'm just giving some basic examples, but in enterprise level, right? Usage also, there will be if you feel, right, these couple of Splunk queries which will be utilized multiple times, then we will create some macros, even our purpose as well, right? If you feel, right, this can be repeated on multiple times and it is a complex query, like in place of remembering or copy pasting everything, you can create some macros, and you can use in whenever you needed. So we'll focus mostly on those macros, and other than, right, this I told you people, like I am capturing some of the important some Splunk queries. I just practice here, and I will share with the detailed explanation as well. Practice them, like try to type from your end and practice them, then you can get. So to coming to this macros, like in settings, we need to go for advanced search. In advanced search, we will be getting macros, which is already I have selected. Okay. So for creating, like we can search the macros as well. Like this macro is already created. To audit regex search, so they just put the search, the search field auto join. This is auto, like a Splunk provided macros. We can use this macro whenever we want to search this, like audit search local as well. So it will take this built-in function and it is creating. So these are provided by Splunk itself. So I have created top sales and status 200. So this one. So like whatever the macro you want, right? Like this is status 200. I ran this and I have created. So if I go with the status 400, not status 400, right? This is not a macro. Simple. As usual, source. I'm just taking access logs for tutorials so that even you can use like based on your requirement what I want, right? Category IDs. So I'm just taking the simple query, stars count by category ID, and I will try to create a macro. So I don't want every time like this. I needs to be search every time. What I will do, right? I will put this in a macro. Start like again, as I said, right? These Splunk queries are very much important. The entire thing connected with again this Splunk query only. So this Splunk query, whatever you can use and you can generate the report and whenever you want to create macro, right? Advanced search and there is a macro like you can create add new and destination app for us this is search and whatever the apps, right, you can select based on your app like for couple of companies they have their own app you can select the for which app you want to create a macro. What I give this is the name we will use the top category ID or else you should remember this one and definition, right? We need to run the query starts count by category ID. So others we won't use much. We will put as is. So this is error message to display when validation expression returns false. So what error message you want? Enter eval or boolean expression that runs over macro argument. So yes or no, those are the comments. Enter comma delimited string argument names only contains this characters. So we just don't use this, but we can focus on this only. See, I just created the top category ID macro. Chalo. It's done. That's it. Like you can see whether it have been created or not. Even the query as well, right? Whatever the Splunk query we are and who is the owner, what is the app, and whether it is a private or even we can put some permissions. Even we can disable this. Even we can delete as well. We can do that. All these things. So how I can use this macro means this is the one I just used. This is simple like earlier we used, right? Starts count by category ID. It is giving the count for this count accessory 786 arcade. This is just a report I generate. I am converting this value to macros. Yeah. Make sure again you need to run same source or whatever the index, but here, right, in top corner you can see that apostrophe back apostrophe in your laptop below escape button. You can see the what colon, right, back colon, so that we need to use and whatever the macro we have created we need to put that and we need to close that, else it won't work. uh, So I'm just using that macro. I am not giving the starts count by category ID. I'm just whatever the top I have created, right? top category ID. In place of stars count by category ID, I am just giving this one. And similar way, right? You can practice this as well. So like this will give some audit search local, and even you can clone. For example, you can practice from your own as well. This is the only one. So this is macro, right? Placeholder. In place of running a big Splunk query, I'm just put it in one macro, and I'm running that, and it is giving this one. So this is regex red data, right? I practiced before our session, right? Like 1 hour time time spans total request I am just capturing here. So like it is giving 38 events. So this regex data file I just even I shared with you in the initial time. So time chart span in 1 hour, total request. So this is sample data, like for this is old file, like it is capturing 1 hour, right? 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, and it is capturing each and every hour, and only we have data for only the time. So it is taking that, and it will give only one. This count is it is counting from the date to our date, so you can ignore this, but these are the events. So like this is the one, and I will try to get. So stars count by user agent, descending order. In this query also we used, right, earlier days. Head 10 means it will give the top 10 user agent details. It will give. I want to create a macro. Like I don't want to search user agent every time. So I would like to create a macro. So what I will do, I will go find advanced search, add new. When you click on add new, right, you will be populated with this one, and I just give the user agent one, or else we can give, oh, it's totally depends on our. So or else I can give the top user agent, and I will give the query. Starts count by user agent, and sort hyphen count means it's a descending order. That count will give descending order, and it will take it will take the top 10. It is top 10. So I am giving same query here, and I'm not giving anything expressions as such. So I am able to create this top user agent. We should be more careful on name. So what I will do, right? I won't use this much of query. I just put my macro. Again, these are the very much important apostrophe and oh,
I think you didn't change the permissions.
okay. We'll check.
Abdul, both the instances we logged in with same user, right? Why again it is?
Both the instances.
We logged in with same user, right?
Yes, yes. I'm just checking like why it is not coming now. These are the troubleshooting. Which one I am? Why it didn't created here?
Test user, top user agent. Last but one. Yes.
It is took in launcher, not in search. So I am just giving permission. So this is also very much important.
I think you have to clone that again and
Somehow it is took a launcher, not search. Okay. I'm just giving user agent test. These are the top. Oh my God. Mhm. How that changed? I didn't change this destination app, right? I'm copying again this. Uh, it is coming. Yeah, user agent test. We'll see, guys. Uh, Hemant, I will answer your question. Just I'm focusing on this. And
No, no,
that's
I got it. Because
yeah.
app was different.
I'm just like checking what actually giving this. Yeah, correct. See, somehow it have been changed to like launcher. That's why I didn't get the results. So anything, right? This is the macro creation. Like if you want to put anything, right, you can put and you can do. Now coming to Hemant. Yes, Hemant, you are asking something.
No, no, Abdul, I was clear because we selected different app, so it was not
That's
working in
what.
search app.
Yes, exactly. Correct. Anyone would like to create macro now? Jansi, you would like to create?
yeah.
Yeah, you can share your screen and you can create. It is a bit very typical. It is looks like very easy, but simple change is making very difficult, like to identify the causes. Now you are understood, right? Like what actually mark macros and how to create it. So you can share your screen and try to create one or two. I will share a couple of Splunk queries as well.
Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, I'm able to see your screen. Wow, you have created again a couple of queries. Yes. Don't change that app. You can For now, we are using a search app only. You can give the name. Wait. Hmm. Um, Jansi, just give some other name as well. Don't give the keywords. So whenever you are giving, right,
Okay.
just make sure it should not be same like as the keywords or else the attributes will be like some test JSON or else category calculate. Yeah. Space, I think. Space. Just test 1, 2, 3. You can put. No need to worry that much. This is testing purpose only, right? So you can
Yeah.
put. Yeah. So small valuations errors when we do, right, it will come. Calculate. Yeah. Identity. Yes. Now you can run and you can use that. You no need to enable permissions. It will be default.
Okay.
You no need to give all permissions, all those stuff. But anyway, it is specific, right? And that is permissions totally based on the requirement, Jansi.
Okay.
Super. You can create whatever you want. No, like if you know the Splunk query, right? Now you can use, you can like you know, right, as you can use for your own purpose, and you can give whoever using this like same Splunk, you can provide the access. We'll share more details. Yeah. 1 second. So one more important thing. I have created one of the Google Cloud account. I just installed the Splunk and I started the VM instances. So I would like to show that as well. Just checking. So you can also practice. I will share the steps it is distributed environment. So Splunk will provide just sample one. I am just sharing, but I will share more details on cloud. Cloud is a distributed environment, right? So this we have done we have created two instances, VM instances in GCP, Splunk forwarder and Splunk receiver, and we have given IPs. So, and we connected with the SSH from Google, whatever the IP, right, for that, and we were able to connect this one, and we do the Splunk restart. This command will be given by like a Splunk only. We need to connect to that server and we need to start that Splunk server from Google. It will fetch the data and it will forward, and we can open the Splunk in after restarting from our Linux machine in Google Cloud. This is one of the Google Cloud environment. So I think I have explained to you, right, in earlier days, there is a monolithic and microservices based environment, and we should concentrate on that. Like whenever you are going for any enterprise application, right, like retail or banking, and who actually using this enterprise monitoring tool as a Splunk. Let's say if we say GCP. So for GCP, we have stock drivers. GCP will contain stock drivers. So whenever you are working on distributed cloud environment, right? Like there are multi-cloud, there are SaaS-based applications, and business want to do some to integrate the Splunk, right? What consideration we need to take, and there is a Azure as well. So for Azure, we have log analytics and application insights. This is very high level. I'm just giving as a informative purpose so that whenever you come across with the cloud, right, then you can use this one. So it's a straightforward. And once we are able to integrate, right, then all the things are same. For AWS, there is a CloudWatch. So these all are monitoring tools for distributed environment. We have different yeah. So we need to integrate how we can write. So Splunk will this Splunk Cloud and Splunk Enterprise, right? So they will give couple of annotation files to install the agents like a Splunk forwarders we can install. We need to we need to create some VMs to validate our services. So as I said, right, on initial days there are monolithic and microservices based applications. So if business want to test their microservices, right, product microservices, category microservices, bag microservices, they all are having their own infrastructure DB, and it will just communicate through Kafka. This is very a generic one. But what we can do, right, if this application hosted on a GCP, what we will do, right, we will install the Splunk agents on this application, and we forward the stock driver logs. Like we just suppress the stock driver, we won't get any billing with the stock drivers. What we will put, right, whatever the logs rolling on those servers, the GCP servers, so we will forward it to Splunk agents, right? Now Splunk agents will forward it to Splunk servers, and from Splunk server, once it is pushed to Splunk server, there is a concept of indexing, right? It will take and it will divide entire logs in it will do some indexing, and like we can able to search whatever the logs we could see in a GCP environment. We can, but there will be some lagging. We should know that sometimes 5 seconds or 20 seconds to push the whatever the logs in Stackdriver, we can check in the Splunk. Similar way, Azure Application Insights as well, and like this AWS as well. So this distributed environment, like if our application is hosted on GCP, we can push those logs to Splunk. Once the logs are coming, and if you are able to see that, right, then again same story. Like if you are able to see those indexes logs, right, then you can create whatever you want. Like you can create the alert, you can create the dashboard, and you can create the like macros. And the only thing, this will like a bit tricky. The forwarding logs will take some time. We should understand the microservices, which microservices you want to push the logs, and that again have good word. Like this is called instrumentation. Like this is also one of the word. Whenever you are working any cloud environment, right, there you will be get some question. Hey, do you know the instrumentation? Yes, I have instrumented the logs from GCP to Splunk by using annotations or the agents. I have installed the agents on respective microservices. So if you say, right, Azure Application Insights, like this Azure Application Insights, how it will work, there is a Kubernetes and there are some clusters. So we will create some daemon set for that cluster. This is very high level. If you are unable to understand also, no need to worry. You just make an idea, right, how this distributed environment or works. So the Kubernetes as well, right? What Kubernetes? Kubernetes is a container orchestration tool. So in Azure, we use AKS. In Google, we use GKE, Google Kubernetes Engine, and this AWS, it have its own like a Kubernetes. So what Kubernetes, right? Kubernetes will contain the clusters and the nodes and the pods. What we will do, one we will create one more daemon set namespace, which will collect all the agents, like whatever the microservices we will take. We will just put some configuration file changes. We won't do manually anything. We will just install the agents is nothing but some of the annotations. So each and every method, like they will write some built-in library. It will get to the logs, like methods, and it will push to Splunk so that we can validate easily. So this is the instrumentation word, you can say. And one more thing, in initial class also I told application performance management or monitoring. That is very much important. You are working on
Sorry, Abdul. I
uh,
didn't get anything on that.
yeah, this is very high level. Do you have any cloud experience, Jansi? This is distributed environment, right? That's why I am saying. So whenever you come across with the cloud, right, try to install, take some free subscription and make sure, right? This is cloud environment. If you are unable to follow, no need to worry. Like this, I told you, right? Take free subscription. You need to give some credit card. You won't be billed anything, so you can use try it for free. This is distributed environment, Chansey, I am saying. And like you can do agree and continue. I took most of my all email IDs I have used. Even you can use whatever you want, like you can add another. This you are able to understand, right? I think you have practiced as well. Have you tried? This is Google Cloud, right? Or else you need, like whenever you get chance, try to check, and even you can create your own. So like this one I have already taken for all of my Gmail IDs. So this is a Google account where you can take the free subscription, and we can like initial days I told you, right, Jansi, There are two types of environments, right? A cloud and on-prem. So in the cloud also we can integrate this Splunk, and we can push the logs from cloud to our Splunk. Is it fine? Did you get this part? You got it, right? Like pushing the logs from cloud environment to Splunk.
Okay.
No, like I'll explain this. You know cloud environment, right? Google Cloud, Azure, and AWS.
Yeah.
Jansi,
What
till
cloud
now,
environment will provide?
Jansi, till now we are uploading data from our local machine, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
But this scenario, we will insert data automatically from external server system, cloud account, service. From there, we will load our data directly to our Splunk using like forwarders, universal forwarders. These things may be initial classes we've gone through, right?
Yeah.
From
Maybe
there, we
for
will get that data.
Correct, exactly. This is high level concept, Jansi. Even if you are unable to understand, that should be fine. No need to worry. Like if you come across with the cloud, right, in your job, so just to like have some idea what is cloud and why, cloud itself pay as you go, right? We are moving to all our infrastructures to cloud, and why again we are moving from cloud to Splunk? You should get this question, right?
Yes.
Because this cloud environment will work based on the data ingestion. Data ingestion, like whatever the data we are pushing, they will cost more on that part. Like this I have created. You can't like even run this type of queries in Google Cloud. I'm experimenting multiple eval command I have used here. I will share these commands like after this class, and like these many filters I have applied, right? Each filter they will cost billing in cloud environment. Whenever you are writing some filters, right, you will be billed more on the Google Cloud. Whereas we can use Splunk very easily and very effectively, and the look and feel also very good, right? That's why we will go for enterprise monitoring tools on top of cloud environments. Google Cloud also will give their like application monitoring, but as the complexity, as the easy of use, right? Now you are able to like write all of the commands easily, right, in Splunk. But in Google Cloud, you should understand entire stock driver, and even you should not run the commands like this. It will build more, and you should use very minimal. You can't put all time as well. So whatever the data you put, right, it will build based on that, and your Google Cloud billing will be very huge if you run these type of commands for your monitoring purpose. So these application monitoring tools are come into picture, and the Splunk itself will provide a good like integration. If you with the Splunk with Google Cloud. So what I am highlighting here, integrating Splunk with other products, right? Like cloud environments. So it is like the cloud environment will have, like we can integrate like multiple cloud environments with the Splunk, and we can evaluate our data as usual. This will index all those things. So as Hemant said, right, we are just I'm focusing the external services. Those external services are cloud, like the what cloud, basic clouds we have: Google Cloud, Azure, and AWS, and they will provide some add-ons, and we can use some annotation, and we can push the logs from Splunk, and from Splunk we can generate the dashboards, we can create the macros, and we can create like alerts, and we can like whatever we want we can do this. Like we can generate the report as well if you want to generate generate some report, right? You can like I have created this 503 error report. It will generate that report. So these things you can do easily, right, in Splunk. Whereas when you work with other cloud environment, you should understand the monitoring purpose, how we can integrate all those stuff. And net, I have like earlier classes also observability. Observability is main thing. When observability, whenever someone asks what actually observability, right, you should mention metrics. Other one, logs and traces. So whenever you are like mentioning any enterprise monitoring tool, right, like you should mention observabilities, metrics, logs, traces. We are able to see the metrics, right, count all those stuff, and logs, whatever the logs we are getting here, all those logs, and traces as well, like to drill down what actually going on. Like we have created some regular expression, we captured the J session ID, and like we validate what actually going on, right? So this is the, if I want to get the user agent. I think hope you understand this, right? I have put in browser evaluation, and I am taking user agent Chrome, Firefox, Safari. Whenever the user agent value like match with the Chrome, I am putting in Chrome and Firefox and Safari and IE, and start count by browser. It will put the all the values in this, and I am sorting in a descending order. I am taking top 10 events. So this is one of the query. This already we have used. I am just creating some top Splunk queries so that we can use in our regular activities. This one also, I am just evaluating percentage. Even you can create the macros for these. Even you can create the alerts for these. Even you can create the dashboards. Again, all these things will come into this. I don't think we can see the visualization. Yeah, the statistics. I will share this Splunk queries. So regular expression we learned, right? A to Z. This method name get the count and post what how much the count. Yeah, Jansi, you can practice macros, and you can practice some of these Splunk queries. And I will try to prepare like how to connect to this GCP account as well. I will share those steps, and I will share more steps on this is entirely distributed environment, Jansi. Totally different path. So whatever we are learning, this is advanced concept as well. Like if you are if you have been assigned on any cloud environment, right, you should know, right? Yeah, Splunk, can we can, if someone asks can we integrate Splunk with the Google Cloud, yeah, you can say yes, we can integrate. Then what is the use? You can say like a cloud will cost more on running queries in their area, and visualization also, it's not that much fair enough. But whereas Splunk, as we are already habituated, we can push the logs, metrics, and logs, all the container logs from there, and we can create a clear dashboards in Splunk environment. So this is informative purpose, but whatever we discussed, right, alerts and regex and this Splunk queries also, you can practice more. Even I can prepare preparing a document with all the details, each and every. So I am explaining each and every query. This is cookbook type you can use. I will put more Splunk queries in this, and I will share this document to like you people, and you can practice all those Splunk queries. And this, as I said, right, in first class itself, the Splunk queries are very much important. And if you know the Splunk queries, right, you can create the dashboard. And if you know the Splunk queries, right, you can create the alerts, and you can create the even macros as well. So Splunk queries are very much important, and other aspects, right? This one, this mainly this row user and authentication when you go for admin level and system level. And like if you want, no, I want more on that to understand more, right? You can go and you can explore this one also whenever wherever the Splunk have been installed, right? In program file, like whatever the Splunk we have installed. This is not. This is again. Don't confuse. Like you can like understood what how this have been given. Like this is entirely back end system. So you can understood like we couple of things we took, right. System etc system and another one local. So these are the conf files of main whatever the authentication we did, right? Even you can come and you can check from here as well. So authorize.conf. So whatever the authorizations we are giving, if you want to delete, you can delete from here as well. And even you can like connect to Unix machine and you can execute some commands. So everything you can do. So like this is whatever we use server.conf. You can open and you can experiment. So this is our host. This is the default password they have given. These are the default configurations they have provided. So from user, like from web UI also we can do. No, I want to go for this one. You can also come here and you can check everything. Even it is giving readme as well. I didn't open anytime. Like I'm just like opening this. TTL, right? Total time to live. This is a cache actually. This is given by like Splunk only, but we won't go till here. But whatever we are using, right? These, if you are confident on this, right, it is fair enough. And I will try to prepare a couple of interview questions as well. What recurring interview questions I will share tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Okay, Tim. That's it. Like if you concentrate more on, right, like you will be confused with whatever we learn. So this is the basic things and important things. And wherever you are working as a Splunk user or admin, like these are 70% of work will be with this only, like search and dashboard and alerts. Apart from that, admin work, we won't get much access. As I said, right, least privileges. And go through the recordings as well. Like I have given more real-time examples, how what is the importance of Splunk and how the business like will be benefited like if they are implemented using Splunk and how we can like proactively monitor and how we can generate the report for performance like monitoring of our application. So I just take some sample data, but whenever you are going for enterprise level, right, similar things will be happen. And you should understand the indexing concept, like host, whichever the host you are working. And by that, you can take the response codes also, right? I have explained 4xx, 5xx, if service goes down, right? Immediately you write code starts count by response code and evaluate, and you can generate the report. And regex also sometimes like top affected product IDs. You can write regex and you can fetch the product IDs and you can give the business. So once you are an operational side, you can whatever you learn, right, you can connect those things and you can easily generate the report and you can create some alerts as well, right, for proactive monitoring purpose. like somewhere if you are able to see some pattern, some errors or some discrepancy on the like whatever the errors, right? By that you can create alerts, and you can create the dashboards as well, like everything, like as I mentioned, all will move around here and there with the Splunk queries, and most of them like alerts and like actionable alerts and national non-actionable alerts and the dashboards, right? Hemant one created. You can explore more on the dashboards as well, like a drop down, and whenever we select one field and it will give another fields, right? So those things, most of them basics we have, not basics, like it's the advanced and admin and distributed environment concepts also we have covered. And most probably on Friday, I will discuss couple of recurring important interview questions, like how you will. And tomorrow we'll practice a couple of Splunk queries, and like if required, we'll drill down more on dashboards if we can. And if you people like provide create some dashboard with your own by exploring things, right? That should be good. We will discuss them as well. And troubleshooting, right? Even I faced a couple of issues on disk space, and even today I faced, right? Like selecting drop down, and we need to troubleshoot. Those are the things we can do. Yeah, that's it from my end, team, for today.
Okay, thanks, Abdul.
Yeah, thanks, Jansi.
Thank you.
Thanks, Hemant. To practice these things, Jansi. I think you are good, doing good. I could see you are like practicing the uh, Splunk queries as well. Good. Yeah. Bye.
Yeah, bye. Abdul, do we have anything like performance improvement